wrestling sucks. And we report on wrestling because it sucks. And it wasn't even cool. Nothing good happened this week. Nothing good. Everything sucked. It went from a week where everything was okay to everything is just like, now it's like, what the fuck? It sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we start off Monday Night Raw with the stupidest, weirdest fucking shit that I've ever fucking seen or heard. Fucking Titus O'Neil addresses the goddamn WWE universe and tells some bullshit that Vince wants him to say. And it's just the dumbest fucking thing that I've ever heard in my fucking life. And it was just so fucking stupid and just so idiotic and so smooth-brained. And it was like, what the fuck was the point? Like, literally, what the fuck was the point? There was no point in this. It was a fucking spin for Vince McMahon to sound like he was such a great guy, but use Titus O'Neil. And it's like, this was so fucking stupid. It was so fucking stupid. It's just the most idiotic bullshit I've ever seen.
Conveniently in his hometown to like kind of mask that, you know what I mean? Make it seem like it's solely fucking Titus, when you know damn well it was Vince.
It was all Vince. It was all Vince.
Yeah.
None of it was anybody else but Vince. It was just like, why did they do that? That was so stupid. It just was so stupid. It just was so dumb. So then after Titus left, like, the funny part was, like, there was actually people that was cheering, like, yeah, this is kind of okay or whatever. And there were people cheering, and then all of a sudden, Becky comes out. It was like, it went from, like, right there to, like, Becky just shows up and was like, hey, I'm here because I want my title back. And it's like, okay. It was just so, like, it just was so dumb. And Becky had this long, dumbass speech about her wanting her title back, and she wants to get her title back at SummerSlam. And if whoever wins between Bianca and Carmella gets to fight her at SummerSlam, and we're all like, we know who's gonna win. There's no like weird change here. We know who's gonna win, whatever. So they have the match, and like inside the match, Becky's just like fucking around. And in the beginning, Becky just fucking clocks Bianca so Carmella could get the advantage. And it's funny because the three of them actually last year were three people in the main event, like in that match, because Sasha didn't show up. So they faked out Carmella and then Becky showed up. So it's all full circle.
They should have just made it a fucking three-way just like to end it. Yeah, man.
No, fuck that. Carmella doesn't deserve it.
She doesn't, but yeah.
She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve being in. She didn't even deserve that rematch.
No, she didn't. Absolutely not. I agree with you. But just to end it, you know what I mean? Like,
It's ended because Bianca beat her, and there's no need for her to ever come back.
Hopefully. Shit.
So then Bianca and Becky were made official. Then we go to the back and we see the Street Profits. And they're there, and then all of a sudden Almost challenges Dawkins because Almost pinned Dawkins last week. We're like, okay, why? Who cares? And it winds up turning into a tag team match later on, but it's like, who cares? So then we get the return of Kevin Owens. And he returns and he interviews Matt Riddle. But, of course, Kevin says about, oh, you shouldn't trust Randy because Randy's going to betray you. Friends always betray you. And Riddle was like, well, didn't you betray Seth? And he's like, no. So they went back and forth, and then Seth's music hit, and Seth beat the holy hell out of Matt Riddle, setting up their match already at SummerSlam. And then Seth goes to the back and gets attacked by fucking Ezekiel Elias or whatever the fuck he wants to call himself these days. And he's like, hey man, you shouldn't attack him. You attacked the man from behind. You're a coward. You should fight me later. It's like, bitch, on a July 4th show, you were a little bitch and didn't want to fight him and got your ass beat. What are you talking about? Like, why are you so tough now? Like, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
As long as not Elrod.
So then we had Damian Priestel versus Rey Mysterio. And Damian Priestel winds up beating Rey. They have this whole thing with we want Dominic to join. So they threatened to kill Rey. Like, they literally threatened to kill him. And they said the only way we'll stop if Dominic says he'll join. And Dominic says, wait, I'll join. What did you say? No, wait, I'll join. What did you say? No, wait, I'll join. He literally kept saying, no, wait, I'll join. Like it was part of the fucking script 5 times. I'm like, Jesus Christ, we heard you the first time. Stop it. Just fucking stop it. And then they grab him and was like, we don't accept you. And everybody's like, what? Like, yeah, because you're only saying this to get your father to not be killed. We'll let him live, but we want you to join on your own. And to me, that was very smart because that's exactly what he was doing, only to stop them from killing Rey. And it's like, okay, this makes even more sense now. Got it.
I have a feeling he's going to join next week now. So.
Oh, no, he's definitely joining next week because next week is the Rey Mysterio 25th anniversary love special. And of course, why the fuck not? Like, why wouldn't at your 26th anniversary, your son just decides, hey, fuck you. I'm going with the bad guys.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he won't be the only one that shows up next week. So, yeah. Gotta be a thing. So, then we had Seth versus Zygogo. I don't know what his fucking name is. Whatever his name is. He fucking beat him. And that was a thing. And at the end, Matt Riddle came out to run Seth off. And I was like, all right, whatever. Who cares? So then we have the Omos versus Dawkins match. Which, like I said, winded up turning into a goddamn tag match for no reason. Because MVP stuck his nose in his business. And MVP was there. And then Ford was there, and then it was a thing, and the Usos was out there at the same time. We get a tag team match, and of course, the Street Profits win because they're going for the tag titles. They have to get a bunch of wins under their belt to make them look strong, even though they're probably going to lose.
More than likely.
Yeah, like to me, the right thing to do would be to take the titles off of the Usos. So that would be good.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem like where they're going with it. Like, Usos probably ran that for a while.
Yeah. And then we had one of the dumbest segments also. Fucking Mackenzie is getting ready to interview the Miz, and fucking goddamn Veer comes over and goes, boo! and runs off. And it's like, he was a monster. Now, all of a fucking sudden, he's going to be a fucking clown trying to get a girlfriend? What kind of bullshit is this? Like, they have no fucking idea what to do with anybody at all.
True.
Like, then we get another Edge promo about him coming back soon. And then we get Austin Theory versus AJ Styles. And it's just really dumb. And all of a sudden, Dolph Ziggler comes out again. And we're like, okay, what's the point? Are we ever going to find out why Dolph Ziggler is like this? No. Because Dolph super kicks Theory. Theory gets back in the ring, gets Styles clash, and 1, 2, 3, the match is over. We don't know why Dolph is going after Theory. We have no idea. There's no connection anywhere in the annals of history that's going to be like, oh my God, this is exactly why. Nothing as of right now connects 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. None of that connects. Everything is just like, why? Like, it's so fucking random.
Like, yeah, it's way too fucking random. Like, there's not even like little hint anywhere. They need to do a fucking interview with Dolph.
Yeah, they should have been done an interview with Dolph. And it's like, this is week 2 or 3, and it's like nothing has got accomplished.
Yeah.
So then we get a 6-women tag match. And this, I don't even believe that this actually happened. So we get a 6-women tag match. Alexa, Dana, Asuka versus Nikki Ash, Doudrop, and somebody else. I don't remember. And it was really dumb because all of a sudden, I think it was Tamina, actually. It was Tamina. All of a sudden, Dana gets pinned in the middle of the match by Tozawa, and it's like, dude, when matches go on, the 24/7 rule is fucking out of whack. No, not today. And then everybody kept pinning everybody, new 24/7, new 24/7, new 24/7, new 24/7. And then Dana finally got it back and ran off. And we, like somebody with a goddamn brain, Asuka goes, oh shit, the match is still going on. I'm going to win this motherfucker. Asuka grabs Nikki Ash, puts her in the finish, chokes her out, and Asuka wins the match for her team. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that happened? Are you fucking kidding me? It was so stupid.
But that was smart of Asuka, though.
Yeah, because like she was the only one who thought like this is an actual match, so I'm gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
So then we get to the main event of the night. I don't understand how Logan Paul still wants to be a fucking face when everybody hates him in the crowd. And he gets booed. Miz winds up getting cheered in their little back and forth interview segment. And all of a sudden, Ciampa shows up. So Ciampa and Miz winds up beating up Logan Paul. And it's like, yeah, we knew this was coming. We knew this was kind of how this was going to go. But, like, now we just have to connect AJ to this and make this a tag team match. But it's like, it's very stupid.
It's going to get stupider because the whole tiny balls thing, because that came from fucking AJ, so.
Yeah, and I fucking hate it. And, like, they just keep riding with it. And it's like, yeah, tiny balls, tiny balls. Like, this is so fucking annoying, dude. Like,
yeah.
Try something else.
From him, you know what I mean? Like, that's how they're going to, like, implement him in it.
No, I know. No, I know he's going to get connected to this, but, like,
yeah,
it's just really dumb to build this up as, oh, this is going to be this thing, but it's not this thing. It's something totally different. And it's like, it's really dumb.
They could have wrote that way better. Like, it's juvenile at that point.
Everything about this show is fucking juvenile. Like, nothing about Raw has been like, oh my god, this is so good. And like, I know people be like, well, WWE writing is just really bad. It's like, no, it's always been bad, but like, we'll get to how sucky every writing has been later. Oof. So then we go to NXT. And the opening match was pretty good. It was JD McDonough versus Cameron Grimes. And to me, it seemed way off that like Cameron Grimes got so much offense on a debuting JD McDonough. Even though Cameron Grimes is like a star, he had too much offense on JD McDonough. And during the match, we see Joe Gacy. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, I thought so too. Like, it was like way too much. It should have been not exactly a squash, but more or less, like, he shouldn't have got that much offense.
Yes. So then they started looking at Joe Gacy and Cameron Grimes gets beat by JD McDonough. And it sets up JD McDonough doing whatever later, and Cameron Grimes maybe, possibly, gratefully going with Joe Gacy. Then we get the out of context, actual true feelings of WWE towards the women's tag division. When they send out Cora Jade to cut this promo about how much she hates her friend, her best friend and her best friend crossed over. It's honestly a good story because this part of the story is good. This part of the story is good. She's mad at Roxy because they came in and they became a tag team. They won tag team gold. And then Roxy got greedy and said she wanted the world title. I even said that too. It was like, that's kind of a little selfish of you. And now Cora is angry because she did it. And that's perfectly fine. We're supposed to run this as a tag team. We're best friends. Yes, you screwed me over because you want the spotlight. I hate you for it. Perfectly fine. All of that was perfectly fine. When she went into the tirade about the tag team titles and how much she hated them and threw them in the trash, that was a direct shot at Naomi and Sasha. That was a direct shot at them. And it's that was so juvenile for WWE to do because it's you literally told everybody you don't give a fuck about those tag team titles. And the women's tag team is non-existent. It's that is so idiotic. You could have did so much with it. Renegade even came up with the whole Sting and Big Show thing from WCW that could have happened. You could have did that. You could have did anything, but it's no, we're gonna throw the tag team titles in the trash. And it's you throw away a great storyline just to prove a point to two people who were right the whole entire time. Yeah, way to go. Fucking shit show. So then we get Zion Quinn, who I swear to God is just basically trying to go to the main roster without saying he's trying to go to the main roster. He keeps putting himself over as this main roster dude, and he's everything WWE wants and everything WWE needs, and he just keeps putting himself over. And then he's yeah, I'm gonna face Apollo Crews next week. You couldn't cut it, so fuck you. It's dude, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Good luck on your future endeavors, pal.
Yeah. So then we have Damian Kemp versus Roderick. I need to get out of there desperately fast, strong. So they're wrestling, and all of a sudden, Tony D'Angelo and his family attack the Creed brothers. How you doing? So Damian Kemp and Roderick are looking. Roderick turns Damian Kemp right around, hits him with the finisher, pins him, and runs off and goes, "Come on, man, we gotta save him." Yo, he's such an asshole. And Damian Kemp just gets up and what the fuck just happened? He's they're getting their ass beat. Why are you on the floor? He's dude, what the fuck? You just hit me. What do you mean?
I have a theory here. I think Roderick set all that up. So, he put a hit on them.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So then we see the setup for the NXT UK Championships. They're pretty deadly, and the other guys are talking. And then we get to see the backstage where the whole Diamond Mine comes together. And Roderick just yells at Damian Kemp again, I was back here. What took you so long? And he's dude, you knocked me out. What is wrong with you? And then he's I'm going to set these guys straight. And he walks off, and everybody else stays there. It's wow. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I think Roderick set this whole thing up, but it was just fucking hilarious.
The funny part, his exact quote was dude, you hit me. I know I hit you. I didn't hit you that hard, though. Come on.
It was fucking hilarious. So then we got Broke Money, who beats Pretty Deadly. And it's okay, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. Now, where do they go from here? To me, this is once again one of those things where they're oh, we have a storyline? Let's fuck this storyline right up really quick. And it's why? Just let it play out. It just was so stupid.
And do they have anybody else to face for those titles?
That's where the next part comes in. So then we see Joe Gacy and his team, and they finally reveal themselves, and you can see that they are the grizzled young vets, but you only see a shadow. Then they get dipped in the lake of iniquity, and they come up and they look like fucking horrible disease monsters. This is the worst fucking makeover I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody go through a makeover and come out worse. They look way worse than they ever have. They cut off their beards and everything and straight. Dude, they look psychotic. They look like the fucking sleep paralysis demons. Oh my God, they are fucking horrible looking. This is the worst I've ever seen people look in my whole entire life. Never again. I hate Joe Gacy and his whole entire Dyad or whatever the fuck they're called. Jesus Christ, this is the fucking worst I've ever seen people. Like, this is... fucking threw up. I fucking threw up. That's how bad it was. I fucking threw up.
Especially Matt Gibson, in my opinion. Like, he looks like out of the two worst of all. So
yes!
I hope that fucking Cameron Grimes does not get to join them. If that's the result, like, no.
It is fucking bad. I fucking hate it. Oh my God, it's just so bad.
Was it me though, like the weird effect, or did they give him like a fucked up fake eye?
They did give him a fucked up fake eye.
Oh, okay.
People were comparing him to Kane, the new version of Kane. I'm like, yeah, that sucks.
I was thinking more so of Christopher Daniels with his shit now, but yeah.
No. So then we get a Wesley promo. Wesley's like, I'm going to beat Trick Williams. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then he walks off, and I'm like, okay, there was no further explanation there. So then we get fucking Braun Breaker. He comes out, and he's cutting a promo, and JD McDonough's in the back, and he has this fucking, what is it called, mannequin. And he's like circle points on the arm where he's gonna rip out your arm. And he's like, yeah, Braun. And he's like, you better be careful because your arm might get ripped out or something. And like he just kept going over like these parts and these joints, and it's like, okay, yeah, fine. You know how to take apart somebody's arm. Who gives a fuck? Like seriously, like it was like he was a meticulous, like super technical wrestler where he's like knows every joint and part of your body, and it's like he's really being very slow and meticulous, like talking about how he's gonna rip apart his arm, and if he's not careful, his arm can fall off or some bullshit. And it's like, dude, that's not even who you are. Like they're making you more technical than you are. Like you're a good technical wrestler, yes, but I've never seen you work a full body part for like the whole entire match and go, okay, look, I'm gonna slap you in a submission and win. When you just throw him in your fucking suplex. Like I've seen him take out his leg and like work that whole match, but it was a point to it because he was the one who hurt Ilya Dragunov's leg in the first place. So that was like a whole story that made sense. But other than that, he's just a wrestler to finish you off with his back finisher move that has nothing to do with any of the other submissions. Yes, he's a technical wrestler. He's not a technical wrestler that makes somebody tap. He's never made anybody tap. He just finishes them off with the damn suplex. So to me, it's an asinine project of him doing this. I don't understand.
No, you're 100% right. Like even if you rewind it back to the Cameron Grimes match that they just had that night, right? He actually did that. He fucking worked on the leg the whole fucking time, but he ended it with a suplex. So what the hell? No,
you're actually wrong because here's the funny part.
Uh-huh.
He worked on his arm and his leg and ended it with a suplex.
Okay, it was an arm and his leg. Okay.
Yes.
But still, like, it was no submission to that. Like, you're right about that. You know?
Yes. So then we have the Solo Sikoa got beat down on one of the live events by Von Wagner for no goddamn reason. Don't know why. It was very
like that, so it's probably like him getting called up soon.
No, we know he's getting called up after SummerSlam. Like after SummerSlam, it's no doubt he's getting called up. So then we get an Axiom promo. He's gonna show up soon. Then we get the fucking Creed brothers challenging the fucking goddamn, what is this? Not the Gatto family, whatever his family. You know where they are. I don't care. D'Angelo. So Axiom comes out, which is a kid, and they have this weird ass dumb effect, like he's a super speed human, and it's like, Doug, this is live. We can tell he's not moving that fast. What are you doing? No, but this effect makes him look like a fucking superhero. What the fuck? Why? It's like, so random.
Normally, I like TV shit. Like, this didn't even sell for me. Like, no, never do that again.
Yes, it was so bad. Then he fought Dante.
Give him the Zaya Lee effect. You could have gave him like something cool like that. Like, I like the effect they gave her.
Yeah,
but they fucked up.
Yeah, so then a kid takes on Zion Quinn, and he's doing.
It was Dante Chen.
Dante Chen. See, they have similar names.
Yeah.
So he's wrestling him, and like he's doing all of these acrobatic moves, and you're like, okay, he's gonna hit like a 450, a moonsault, like a fucking springboard something, Spanish fly. All of these cool ass moves you can think of out of every fucking thing. You're like, he could do this, he could do that. This motherfucker hits him with this small ass little claymore kick, and you're like, that's it. That's it. That's your finisher. Oh yeah, that's my finisher. You fucking kidding me?
Not to mention in the match, he really didn't do anything at all. You know what I mean? Like, as bad as that claymore kick was, that was the best part of the fucking match.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's all I can say. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Like, it was basic. Like, you expect more out of him, especially with this gimmick.
Yes, it was so fucking bad. So, speaking of basic bitches, we get fucking Giovanni Da Vinci, and he's about to leave, but a bus pulls up right in front of him, and all of a sudden, here comes the Chase U students, and they come off the bus, and they're happy, and Thea Hell is like, oh, look, a car, shiny car, let me touch it. And he's like, get your filthy hands off of the car. And she's like, oh, is this new? Dude, what is happening? So they walk off, and then Giovanni Da Vinci is like, come on, man, who's gonna move the bus? And it's like, dude, the bus driver is right there. Just tell him to move it. It's not that hard. What is happening?
Plus, I don't think fucking Andrew Chase like went out there, so he might have been still in the bus.
He didn't go out there. He didn't show up.
Yeah.
So after that, we go to the barber shop and we see Mello and Trick, and they're there and they're talking, and Trick is like, yo, I don't even care about Wesley. He gotta beat Grayson Waller before he can beat me. And they're just like, okay. So that's next. And they're asking Mello, what's up? Who's next? Mello has no idea who's next. And neither do I. Okay.
I have a theory. It might be Trick. And the whole thing last week, the week before, whatever, they kind of hinted at them breaking up. So.
No, I see the Trick thing, but I see that eventually in no time soon. Yeah. So then we get Cameron Grimes trying to leave, and Joe Gacy says, come on, man. Come on, just one hit. Just one hit. And Cameron Grimes, I'm not a drug addict right now, and walks off. So that's it. So then we get... Yes. So then we get the main event, which is the Women's Battle Royal. And the winner of the Women's Battle Royal gets a shot at Mandy. And it's going to be great. So everybody's coming out there. Then Cora comes out. And she's on the outside. Then all of a sudden, we have the hugest return ever, the biggest, hugest return ever. Zoe Stark shows up.
I forgot she worked there.
I didn't. I just wasn't expecting this. I was not expecting this. This is not a thing. So the thing is going on, a battle royal, people getting thrown out left and right. They're actually filling out storylines in this thing, like, which is great because, like I've always said, the AEW does it very well. WWE needs to do it very well, and they did. A couple of tag team matches was set up for a storyline with Tiffany Stratton and Wendy Chu, Lash Legend and Alba Fire. More like all of this stuff was like great. I'm like, this is actually good. It's not that bad. They set up a lot of stuff, even though a lot of people didn't care. They set up a lot of good stuff. I was like, all right, cool. So then we got down to the last little bit, and it's like, oh, Nikita Lyons is gonna win. Tiffany Stratton throws her out. Then it's Tiffany Stratton and Zoe Starks. And Zoe throws out Tiffany. And Zoe standing there celebrating. And in the beginning of the match, everybody surrounded Cora Jade, and Cora Jade just left and ran off. And all of a sudden, Cora Jade comes back right at the end. And Zoe, like, this would piss me off, was Cora stood there for too long and hyped herself up to take out Zoe Starks. When Zoe was celebrating, she should have just threw Zoe's ass over the top rope. Oh, Cora wins. But because she celebrated too long, Zoe turned around and was like, oh, I see you. Haha, bye. And throws Cora over. And now it's Zoe versus Mandy. Yeah.
She could have did like Shawn Michaels did to Bulldog that one Royal Rumble, just flip her over. You know what I mean? While her back was turned. But she waited till her back, like, she turned around. That's all her.
Yeah, because I was literally thinking that. I'm like, oh shit, she should do that. Like, she should do that. Like, it was a perfect spot. Like, a perfect spot. She had turned her back. And she was up there celebrating. I'm like, okay, just push her. Just push her. Just push her. No. Just push her. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it. And then she turns around and just like, oh God, I love. And it's like, and I know somebody out there was like, dude, but you know bad guys can't face each other. No, it's perfectly understandable. But at the same time, it's like, that was something very stupid. Like, that was something very stupid. Like, I love Cora, but like, that was stupid.
That was also the next day. It happens sometimes. Look at Grayson Waller and Mello. You know, man. They're both kind of sort of bad guys. Mm-hmm. You can choose for one or the other, but they're both bad guys.
Exactly. But it just was like, what the fuck, dude? It was so goddamn random.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. So there are reports that Bayley could be at SummerSlam, and at this point, I don't know if she's coming back. Like, she probably will be there at SummerSlam, but like, dude, it's been 365 days. Her injury wasn't even that bad. And they haven't decided to bring her back yet? That's kind of weird, champ. Like, what the fuck? Like, Bayley should have been back by now.
Yeah, she wants to come back.
Yeah, I don't know if she wants to either. And then it was a lot more of the women in the locker room are upset also about a lot of stuff going on in the locker room, and they're like, okay, well, fuck this. Like, WWE doesn't know how to book us. We're just in a bunch of tangled up bullshit. We don't like it. Alexa is angry, and other people are also angry because they're like, yo, we're not getting the shine that we're supposed to get. We're not getting this. We're not doing this. We feel off. We don't like this. Blah, blah, blah. So the women's locker room in WWE is actually angry, which, once again, yeah, like Sasha and Naomi were trying to tell you that shit wasn't right, but now it's more anger, and hopefully after SummerSlam shit gets better, but like probably won't.
Honestly, I hope for the opposite. I hope it gets worse. Like, and most of them fucking leave.
Oh no, that's definitely gonna happen. That's definitely gonna happen, but like, I'm gonna be honest, there's no option for women anyway. And I know people are gonna be like, AEW. We're going to get to that in a minute. There's no option for women, so I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, Chief. Like, even hand you look at, you might as well just decide, fuck it, I might just want to go to Japan. Like, that's all I can say. Like, you might as well just be like, fuck it, I'll go to Japan.
I mean, would Ring of Honor be an option, even though it's like part of fucking AEW? But,
like I said, we'll get into that. We'll get into that whole thing.
Okay.
So, the immediate thing for the tag team titles, we're gonna get to the AEW tag team title situation, because the tag team title thing, we were going to get the main event where it's going to be FTR versus the Young Bucks, and all the titles were going to be on the line. But somebody was like, hey, listen, what if we do the 6-person tag team titles on the line instead of that? Huh? Wouldn't that be better? If we could get to that one way down the line. Like, to me, it felt so perfect to do it at, well, it's all out. They were going to go all out and put the titles on the line, and it was going to be all out. That was going to be it. But they decided, nah, we're going with our 6-man deal. And that's why we took the belts off of the Young Bucks. And that only means one thing, which a lot of people are excited about, is Kenneth Jerome Omega is coming back very soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is Adam coming back? Is that something he has to do with?
Yes, he has to be coming back because they all play a part in this whole 6-man dilemma. Okay. So, and the Red Dragons should be on their way back soon. So it seems like that's the only thing that's holding up that. And to them, it's like, hey, listen, those tag team title thing, we're gonna get it eventually. Like, not now, just eventually. So yeah, we have other stuff in line. We're like, okay. So since we're on AEW started off with, I don't even know how to explain this match. I'm not joking. I have no idea how to explain this match. Like, I know I say death masturbation a lot, and this was literally death masturbation. It was fucking Darby Allin getting his ass beat by fucking Brody King. Brody King just dismantled fucking Darby Allin. He got a few spots in, but the bad part was, like, the spots in that Darby got were hurting Darby just as bad as fucking Brody. And it's like, dude, what the fuck?
It's
like,
not worse.
Yes, it's like, what the fuck is going on? And it just kept going, and it kept going, and it kept going. And fucking the end of it, Darby got caught with a gonzo bomb. I swear to God. Like, I watched it slow-mo twice, and it still looks like Darby's head went through the goddamn mat. I was like, what the fuck? And Brody King got the win, and it was like, what the fuck? So after Brody got the win, he started choking out Darby to call out Sting. Sting comes out, and Sting stands face to face with Malachi Black, and then Brody choked out Sting. They missed Sting, and then here comes Miro. Miro comes out with his glasses, and Miro does the JD McDonough thing. You want to know what I mean? Miro with sunglasses looked at the House of Black, winked at them, and walked off. It's like, you do know you have sunglasses on. Nope. I'm just going to wink. It's going to make it cool.
That's a cool thing to do.
Apparently, yes. So, then we go to the back. And we have 2 dimes or whatever his name is. They were sleeping with the fishes over there. Well, he's standing there. Ricky Starks says, hey, last time I saw you, was like, hey, you were sleeping with the fishes. And he says, you know what? But now I'm swimming with the sharks. And so he challenges Ricky for the title later on. And it's like, oh, okay. I really didn't care. Like, it was like, okay. But yeah.
They acknowledged the whole, like, sleeping with the fishes thing, though, which caught me off guard. I hate that TWW title, dog. Like, for real.
No, I'm going to talk about the theory I have for that. But no, see, here's the thing about that.
Uh-huh.
Like, AEW acknowledges, like, all the multiverses, even though some of it, like, doesn't even matter. Yeah, they acknowledge everything that happened. Like, they acknowledge it. And it's like, oh, that's great. That's fun because, like, if you didn't acknowledge it, the internet just would have did it. So it's like, yeah, well, great. We're leaning into making the internet happy. It's like, okay, cool. So then we get the best friends, Trent and Chucky, versus Wheeler Yuta and Moxley. And most of this match, 90% of this match, they beat the shit out of Wheeler Yuta and just kept beating him, and beating him, and beating him, and beating him, and beating him. He got a tag in. Moxley came back. Moxley tagged out, beating him, beating him, beating him, beating him. And Wheeler just pulled out a fucking fluke at the end. It's like, okay.
He kind of came across as heels in this match.
Yeah, they did. And in the back, we had Cobra Tate watching, and he was looking because he was ready to challenge fucking Willem Yuta again. So, fuck it.
Did you notice they didn't talk to him? Like they didn't.
I'm glad. I'm so glad they didn't, because he would have fucking asked for another goddamn title match. Like, son of a bitch, it's on Saturday. You're going to wrestle him on Saturday. Shut the fuck up.
You didn't even get the first one yet.
Like, god damn. So that happened. Then they showed a little clip for what is his name? Cesaro and Jonathan Gresham. They set up their match, and it's like, this was like 5 seconds of like, hey, we're gonna wrestle. I'm gonna show you the best of the world. I'm gonna show you the best of the world. Ha ha ha. And it was like over. So this was very confusing. This next segment was very confusing to me because I love Swerve and Keith Lee. So they came out and they acknowledged Kevin Gates and Westside Gunn were in the audience. And it was like, it was a big deal, and they're there to party and be glad about their titles. So one thing is, Swerve, like, I'm going to call this out because Swerve said on his podcast, he was angry at all of the people who were mad that he was in a tag team and he wasn't solo. And he's like, you guys didn't respect the vision, and I'm mad at all of you for not respecting the vision and wanting me to go solo instead of being in a tag team. And it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe you're right. But then when they immediately go to this part of what's supposed to be going on with you in a tag team, like, I kind of feel like I was justified with you two should be solo wrestlers. Like, no disrespect. Like, you two are good. I love both of you. But immediately going to this bullshit when they're out there celebrating, and all of a sudden Mark dumbass Sterling and fucking Tony goddamn Nese is out there, and they ruin this thing, and you're like, this is what your feud is. This is just like the fucking Wardlow shit. It's like, this is what's next for you guys. Like, there's so many people in this goddamn building. This is what they go do next.
This is quote unquote division.
Yes. So then Tony Nese goes over it and talks to Kevin Gates, and Kevin Gates knocks him out, just punches him right in the face. He goes down, and they put a cake in Mark Sterling's face. And to me, I'm just like, dog, this isn't division. Like, you guys should be fucking doing more. Like, this is just, like, I feel like this is my equivalent to what this is. This feels like a pacifier on a baby. This is just to shut people up. Just to shut people up for criticizing them and not saying, oh, Swerve and Keith Lee should be doing more. Swerve and Keith Lee should be doing more. Oh, we're going to put the tag team titles on them. Here's your pacifier. Shut the fuck up, you little baby. You dumbass baby. Like, that's what I feel like this is. That's what I feel like this is. Like, I feel like there's so much more to be done. And, like, I feel like that there's so much going on in this goddamn show. That, like, it's so much more to be done. And it's like, it's right there. Just fucking use the shit as your advantage. And it's like, no, dude, this is so great. It's like, god damn it. This next part made no sense to me, but like, if you see it in the vision of what I said earlier, you'd be like, oh yeah, no, it makes sense now. Because it's John Hungry and fucking Reynolds, and they're in the back and they're with Butcher and Blade, and they're like, oh, I like meat, haha. And they joke around, and Butcher and Blade beat the shit out of them, and they have to get saved by Hangman. Now, once again, like what I said earlier about the Kenny Omega thing, now Hangman with Reynolds and Silver, another 6-man team. Haha. So that goes that way. So then we get a tag team match. The Varsity Blondes versus Christian and Luchasaurus. This also angered me. Christian and Luchasaurus beat the shit out of the Varsity Blondes. Haha, everything's over. Then all of a sudden, Jungle Boy comes down with a chair. And as he's coming down, Renegade goes, it would be really funny if Luchasaurus just moved out the way and let Jungle Boy go beat up Christian. And that's exactly what happened.
I didn't know.
Not too late. It happened. It happened.
Though, before you continue, is he going to go back to his own persona, or is he still going to be Luchasaurus Kane, if you will?
No, he's going back to Luchasaurus. I 100% see
What's the fucking point?
There was no point. There literally was no point. None of this made any sense. This is once again one of those things where it's like, you literally fucking blew your load so quick. It's like you have the hot girl. She's right there. She's letting you hit. And you just can't last. You can't last. It's so bad. She's like, okay, yeah, well, your Uber's outside. It's like, come on, dude. Like, you could have fucking pleased her. You could have made her happy. And it's like, nah, I'm just be 30-second Andy. Why? Please tell me why.
It's fucking dumb.
Yes. Like, I'm just so angry because it's like, you could have let this storyline go for a little while longer. Because, like, the funny thing would have been if Luchasaurus would have been on the outside and Jungle Boy would have started running and Jungle Boy would have pushed Luchasaurus and he would have faked, and went over. And then the whole time, like, you're like, oh, he knocked him down. And Jungle Boy just gets out of there. And then eventually, Jungle Boy's like, nah, I was always with Luchasaurus. We're always friends. Fuck you. Like, it would have been great.
Yeah. What was the term you used to use a lot? Slow burn.
Yeah, this would have been so great, but they said, nah, fuck it. Yeah. So then we get a rap battle challenge from the Ass Boys to the Acclaimed. So that's going to be on a Rampage. So then we get Two Doms versus Ricky Starks. And Ricky proceeds to beat Two Doms like Two Doms was in the river for too long and he couldn't get his stuff right. But it was fun. Yes. So here's the funny thing about the Ricky Starks thing. So Ricky Starks, after that, he cuts a promo and challenges people, like puts out an open challenge. Danhausen comes out, and Ricky accepts the challenge to Danhausen next week. So I saw a lot of people all of a sudden go, "Oh my God, Ricky Starks is kind of like The Rock. Like he has something. Like I can't believe. Like this is so awesome. Like guys, you didn't know that he's kind of like The Rock." And I'm literally shaking in anger because when we started the podcast and NWA was a thing, the first thing I said, soon as Ricky Starks jumped on my television, I said it on this podcast. You could go back to the beginning. And I literally said, dude, Ricky Starks is a next Rock. He has it all. Ricky hits every point. Ricky has it. Ricky is The Rock. I said that years ago. And now people are like, oh my God, he's kind of like The Rock. Guys, look at him. He can be The Rock. And I'm like, have you not been listening to the podcast? I'm pretty sure you have because so many people have stolen shit off this podcast left and right, up and down, front and center. They have always been stealing off this podcast. So this is not your original small brain idea of Ricky Starks being The Rock and being so good on the mic because Ricky Starks has always been good on the mic from day one. The only problem I've always had was they minimized him in AEW and they kept bringing him down. And now he's finally rising back up where people are like, oh my God, it's The Rock. And it's like, oh my God, I've said that. You guys are idiots. But fine. It's perfectly fine. But
because at this point, I think if he would have stayed in NWA, he would have been a world champion over there already.
Oh, of course. But this was the better play for getting notice and putting money in his pocket. So I'm all right with it.
Of course.
So here's the thing about the title. He's going to face Danhausen for the title. Yes, he's going to face Danhausen for the title. But it's going to wind up being Ricky Starks versus Hook for the title.
Oh, that's fucking intriguing as shit.
Yes. So then we go to the back. We see Chris Statlander, and friend of the show, Willow Nightingale, and Athena. And Chris Statlander, to me, every time I see Chris Statlander in the back with them, I slowly see Chris Statlander going to be a fucking evil bad guy soon. And, like, I don't know why, but, like, I see that, and it's like, well, I don't want that, but, like, I guess they're going to make it happen. And so, of course, Layla Gray gets injured or is sick, and that's why she can't wrestle, so they're going to do the other. So then we get FTR, best tag team in the world. They show up, and they come out, and they're cutting a promo. And they cannot bring the Briscoes on Turner Television. And FTR's talking, and Dax cuts a heartfelt promo about his daughter and how she had a small hole in her heart and she fought. And he said he's going to fight like an 8-year-old girl. And what do you know? They actually made a shirt, fight like an 8-year-old girl. Shout out to them.
That's cool.
Yes. So they're hyping up their 2 out of 3 falls match on Saturday, which I'm pretty sure they're going to win. So, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I'm totally in on this. And, like, I love FTR.
I was going to ask you about that, right? So, evidently, like, since he made that promo, like, it's kind of sort of obvious that they're going to win, correct?
Yeah.
What if they lose, though? Is that, like, poor taste, though? Like, I seriously doubt they're going to lose. But what if?
Okay, it would be poor taste, the fact that not only he was talking about fighting as a girl, but like they're on the highest run possible, and you let them lose to the Briscoes.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not it.
No, definitely not. Like, I thought it was gonna happen. That just came to mind or whatever. Like, what if that was a fucking swerve? Which I would be pissed off about.
Yes. So then we have Jay Lethal and his cronies backstage. And then all of a sudden, we get Christopher Daniels saying, I'll fight you on Rampage. What? Who's he going to fight? Which one of us is he going to fight? And they literally kept saying that, and he walked off, and they told fucking Sanjay Dutt, go after him. Yeah, who is he going to fight? I don't know. Is he going to fight me? I don't know. And it was so fucking dumbassly confusing. It was like, what just happened?
Like, yeah, he challenged the interviewer. There you go.
Okay. So then we get Jade Cargill, Kiera Hogan, Stokely Hathaway, and the legendary Jermaine Dupri show up, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I was so kind of confused, like, what was going on in this show, because like, there was a lot of shit happening here. It's like good, but like outside of the wrestling was good. Like, okay, like, yeah, that was pretty dope that JD was there, but like they were in Atlanta, so that was a reason. So then we had the match between Athena, Willow, Kiera Hogan, and Jade Cargill. The best parts of the match was when Jade was in there with Athena for like 0.3 seconds, and then it just was like the match was over. They beat Willow and moved on, and was like, oh, okay. But once again, this brings back to the theory of women and how they're treated. Fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. I know you're like, wait, they had a tag team match. But do you know how many other women exist in this? Yeah, but no, it happened. No, it fucking sucked, because then we had Thunderstorm in the back. The champion, the person who's supposed to be there the most, the champion is in the back with Tony Storm, and they're just fucking sitting there. And then they get interrupted by fucking Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter for no goddamn reason again. And Jamie and fucking Britt say, we're gonna have a tag team match on Rampage. Haha, yeah, so what are you guys doing? No one cares. Haha. It's like, dog, that was literally 5 fucking minutes of a tag team match and a backstage interview of women the whole entire night. The whole entire night. On fucking Monday Night Raw, I went through 4 women's segments. Even though they were shitty, it was 4 women's segments. Then also on fucking NXT, it was 30 minutes of a women's battle royal. Fucking AEW, 5 minutes. Bye. Get out of here. That happened. Like, that's why I say it's no good place for the women. And I know you said Ring of Honor. Dude, there's no real establishment for Ring of Honor, because all of a sudden they just go, oh, Allison Kay is going to face Willow Nightingale on the buy-in. Not even on the main show. On the buy-in. Everything else is on the main show. Even the fucking dumbass 6-man tag match with Vinny and his fucking crew against Dalton Castle and the boys is on the fucking show. On the fucking dumbass buy-in. All right, Willow and Allison Kay, you two fight. All right, cool. And we're going to make Serena Deeb versus Mercedes Martinez. Or 2 matches. 2 women's matches. That's all you get. No more. But that's all you get. Okay. See, this is why. Like, the only good women's division in the U.S. is TNA. And I know people are like, oh, but there's a bunch of great women on AEW. Yeah, 5 minutes. I listened to you 5 minutes of the top women they have in AEW, and that's it. And I know somebody's gonna be like, but they were in the main event. When I fucking finished telling you how that fucking sucked, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, wow, okay, cool, wow, okay, wow, got you. So, yeah, that's how the women go.
Yeah, it sucks.
So then we get to the main event. It's barbed wire everywhere, even on the microphones, which is plastic barbed wire. It's not even real. It's plastic. Oh God, like that was. So then the fucking Jericho Jerk-Off Society had to go in this fish shark cage. And as soon as I seen who was controlling it, it was Ruby Soho. I'm like, oh, I know where this is going. Got it. As soon as I seen it, they get put up in the fucking shark cage. Then the Painmaker shows up, and then Eddie comes out to the ring, grabs the mic with the fake barbed wire, and just busts Jericho open. And then they just go everywhere. The timekeeper's bell was in barbed wire, and it just kept going, and it kept like. Renegade said yesterday, this makes him miss ECW. Explain why.
It's bad because The last fucking barbed wire match I remember was Sabu versus I want to say Terry Funk, and it was so real. Like, this is bullshit.
Dude, I'm just gonna say what has become a broken record on this thing is GCW exists. Like they literally sometimes after the fucking matches they go, all right, we're gonna have a death match. All right. And we're just gonna wrap everything in barbed wire. Okay, why? I don't know. It's a day. Okay, and shit be really fucking wrapped in barbed wire when motherfuckers is sticking at each other with barbed wire. Like this shit, that shit is fucking. That's crazy. This shit was like, whatever. So,
like down to the fucking name of the fucking match, like barbed wire everywhere, like. You know?
Yeah, it was so sucky. So all of a sudden, we get Tay Conti, and she shows up, and she starts beating up Ruby Soho, and all of a sudden, Anna Jay in black. Like that was not a fucking signifier. She comes out in black.
Wait,
Don't
no, that wasn't a signifier. Because remember, she's quote unquote a member of the Dark Order, so she's been wearing black for a minute.
Okay.
So you can't really go by that.
Okay, so she comes out and she beats up Ruby Soho and they let down the guys. And it's like, all right, the guys are down, so all right, cool. And immediately it's like, oh, it's a 2-on-1. And like I already figured out somebody who's gonna be her partner, somebody that like easily evolves into like 6 things if you just like put it down and uses one of the pokey things, and you can just like make them evolve into like whatever. But yeah, I know people that
also play a part though.
I know people that are actually sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like Evie, and I know people are like, wait, what the fuck does the Evie have to do with this? All right, King Kodo, whatever her goddamn name is, that's who it is. Jesus Christ!
Isn't King Kick or something?
Whatever.
King Kick.
Whatever. I don't care. She'll probably be her tag partner.
That would be cool. But you missed the most important part, though.
No, I'm about to tell you. So
okay,
they put down the shark cage and they fiddle with the goddamn key for 2 hours. They fiddle with the key. And the funny part, they're fiddling with the key. Andrew Tate slips through the goddamn thing and you're like, wait, what the fuck? How did he get out? Then the fucking Magic was like, nah, fuck it, I'm going too. And it's like, dog, they didn't even open it. These motherfuckers are slipping through the cage. Like, not even, just slipping through the cage. And this is the best part about this. This is the best part, and I swear to God, like, if nobody was paying attention, I would be like, you guys are fucking idiots. Because they're in the ring. Kingston has Jericho knocked out and pinned. He's laying on him. Everybody is running from the goddamn shark cage. The ref didn't even try to count at all. And then when they got there, the ref was like, oh shit, I should count 1. And everybody jumped in the ring and stopped it. It was like, oh, ha, 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 that happened. And then Sammy Guevara shows up. And I swear to God, I think everybody just has brain damage. I swear to God, everybody has brain damage. Because everybody was like, oh my God, wait, where did Sammy come from? Here's the funny part. When they were throwing motherfuckers in the cage, my brain immediately went to, oh, where the fuck is Sammy? Sammy should be in here. Sammy's part of the Justice League or whatever the fuck they are. Like, Sammy should be here. And I just totally was like, where the fuck is Sammy? Then when I see Tay Conti, I'm like, yeah, like, Sammy should have been in there. Like, where the fuck is Sammy? That's all I kept thinking in my head. Was like, where the fuck is Sammy? And he shows up and he like, if you watch the end of the fucking episode, not the episode of the fucking show, it was so botchy and glitchy. It was like you were playing WWE 2K. It was so dumb and glitchy because, like, it was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, they went for a move. It was like, you're like, wait, what? Like, how did that miss? Wait, did you have to do? Wait, what? What is happening? It was so stupid. But Jericho won. Did Kingston throws him into like some fucking barbed wire? Like, ha, yeah. Even though you won, you got hurt. Ha! And it's like, Is this over? Is this over? No, it's probably not over. The
Probably
fuck is
not.
going on? I fucking hate this. Like, I fucking hate this, dude. Like, I fucking hate
probably
this.
not over. It's probably gonna want to be like a tag team match maybe now between Jericho and Sammy versus fucking what you call it, Eddie and I guess fucking Claudio.
No, is so the rumor going around is this is all supposed to lead into Bryan versus Jericho because Jericho injured Bryan and now he has to come back and get his defeat, and it's like I don't want to see that.
I don't
like
either.
I don't want to see that. Also, I just want this whole Eddie thing to be over. But like I just want it to be over. Like I want it to be over. We can move on to something new. Let's go. Let's get to something new. And it's just so demoralizing. I don't like it. I can't stand it. Wish things were different, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so stupid. So goddamn stupid. It's just, yeah. So that was AEW Dynamite. So yeah. So the G1 is going on, but like, holy shit, that's a goddamn shit show. Because it's not a shit show because it sucks. It's a shit show because it's going to be longer and harder to put together. It's going to be longer and harder to put together because it's 4 blocks and they're not all fighting on the same time. And one day you get one match from a block. And it's only been 3 days and we are nowhere closer to getting anything. We're not even close to getting deep into the fucking series of anything. And it's so long. I'm so disinterested in like keeping tabs on this. I'm watching the matches because all of the matches are great. But at the same time, I'm so disinterested in going, okay, well, who's going to win here? Who's going to win here? Because it's so spread out. Like, Okada wrestled on the first night. He wrestled on the first night. He got a win. The next time we're going to see Okada wrestle is fucking next Friday. And I'm like, what the fuck? How? Like, how? Because it's so goddamn spread out. It's literally, they'll say, okay, this person won the match. The next time they have a match is on the 26th. You're like, dog, the 26th is like a week away. What are you talking about? Like, this is not how I'm used to the fucking G1. It's every other day they're in a fucking match. Because it's 2 blocks. Every other day, the block matches. It's like, all right, cool. All right, tomorrow it's these guys this day. That's how you know. It's so fucking spaced out that you're like, well, I mean, you know, we're going to get there eventually. Like, people from each block, like, the show has been going on for a week. The fucking G1 has been going on for a week. There are literally 20 people that has not wrestled their first G1 match yet. It is fucking insane. It is fucking insane. I'm not fucking used to this. I'm not fucking used to this. And I know somebody's like, well, they did it like this way back in the day. And it's like, Doug, none of that shit was fucking televised like normal. This is normal television. And it is so fucking spaced out that it's making me fucking lose. Like, do I fucking pay attention to the count? Yeah, I want to see the matches. I don't fucking care about who's winning and losing anymore because it's so fucking spaced out. Like, when it gets to the end, I'll be like, okay, yeah, well, that made sense, but I'm not even going to remember how that person got there because it's so goddamn spaced out. So that's the thing.
Why did they go back to that format?
Okay, so this was their theory. Their theory was, okay, we haven't had crowds. This is the first time we get people back from overseas, where this is the first time all of this is going to happen. This is like, we need to do something different so we can get everybody seen, everybody shown. And they decided, okay, instead of 2 blocks, we're gonna have 4 blocks, and we're gonna stretch it out. And at first, when you hear it, you're like, okay, well, yeah, that's kind of cool. And then when you see the format of, oh no, you're gonna have 4 matches each day, but they're gonna be so stretched out that somebody can wrestle one day and then don't wrestle again for 2 weeks. And it's like, that's insane. Like, that's fucking insane. Like, that's not how I like to watch my shit. Like, it just makes me go, what the fuck? Like, it's just insane. Like, it's just insane. Like, I understand what they were trying to do and like make people happy. And like, hey, listen, we're giving you more people, more of this and more of that. And it's like, but it's so fucking stretched out that nobody's gonna care at the end. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I could see like no one caring at the end.
Yeah, it's like, I know that like when all the chips fall down, everybody's gonna be there, and it's like, all right, listen, haha, boom, we have this great thing, and everybody's gonna be like, wow, this is actually cool. Other than that, it's just gonna be like a fucking long, dumb, drawn out tournament that's gonna be. And I don't want that. I want everybody to be like, yeah, this is so cool.
They're gonna care towards the end. They're not gonna like. No one's gonna care like this whole journey. They're gonna care about the destination.
Yeah, that's gonna be the fucked up part. Like, they're gonna care like at the end. Like, sometimes, like I said, sometimes that happens to me in the G1 where it's like, okay, it's a lot going on. So like, once it gets to like near the end of the last 2 weeks, I'm totally in on it. Because that happens in basketball too, when people are like, oh, we're watching March Madness. Okay, well, when they get right to the end, we're going to totally be in on it. And that's how people get, because it's like, all right, the end is coming. We know how it got here. But like, I watch it because like, I love the fucking matches. But it's just like, it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the show. And I know people are asking, oh, well, are you guys gonna do the next one on like as usual, or are you guys gonna wait and cover fucking Ring of Honor? We have never covered the Ring of Honor pay-per-view solely. We just throw them into the show. So we're just gonna do our regular show. And then next week's podcast at this time, we'll have our little review of Ring of Honor. Because I feel like the way that they're treating Ring of Honor is treating it like a shit show. Even though some people have already started to go, oh, this is our, quote unquote, air quotes, our black and gold. And I'm like, I see it. I see it that way. Because people are like, the way WWE had a great show and they had the black and gold that was significant and it was this awesome fucking thing. They're like, yeah, like, we see this as our awesome AEW version of stuff. And like, I can't go with, yeah, no, it is just because it's pay-per-view until it's an actual show where we can sit down and go, oh my God, this makes sense. This is awesome. This is dope. Until then, I can't tell you, oh, this is AEW's black and red. This is our new thing.
Yeah, they definitely need a TV deal.
Yes. Once we get a TV deal, we can be like, oh yeah. Yeah. No. This is great. People are gonna love it. But like I said, until we find out what's really going on, we don't know yet. So yeah, that's the thing. Anything else?
No.
So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Or, well, not tomorrow, well, the next day. whenever. We'll be back in the next couple of days with the SmackDown Rampage show. Anything? Say goodbye? Anything?
Bye.